College Corner.
Back at it with three of them again. It is another loaded Tuesday night slate. It's that beautiful time of year for us college hoops fans. We start with one of the model's favorite plays tonight. It is Baylor plus 3.5 against BYU. Now, I've been screaming from the mountaintops to anyone who will listen for 3 weeks that BYU is trending in the wrong direction, and I don't think they've hit their floor just yet. They've lost 4 straight games, 5 of 6. They are still searching for their elusive first top 25 win of the entire season. It's February 10th. Like, they've had chances, and anytime they play a game that they're, supposed to win or maybe not just blow out a team, they run into trouble. They're 3.5-point road favorites here. Home dogs are not dogs, they're wolves, and this is going to be an extra ferocious home court environment because Baylor is where BYU point guard Rob Wright came from. And if you don't know the backstory here, Rob Wright was a freshman at Baylor last season. He was a stud freshman point guard on a good team. He signed a contract to return to Baylor and then was poached by Kevin Young and the BYU staff. He left them after agreeing to return and put Baylor in a really tough spot. That's why Baylor has struggled this year. They don't have that answer at point guard, but they are a good enough team to get up for a game like this. I think this is going to be one of the most hostile environments. They've got size at the guard spots that can frustrate Rob, and they are certainly going to try and swarm him and send a message here with some comments from Coach Scott Drew leading up to this. I think Baylor wins this game outright. We do show an edge on the money line as well. I almost went with the money line, but ended up choosing the safe route that the Dimers model has as the highest probability outcome here. Baylor plus 3.5 over BYU. Next up, we're going to my Big Ten country here where Illinois is in a bounce back spot, and I got the Illinois Bomber jacket on tonight. Nice. I love this team. They are the highest rated offense in the history of the KenPom database going back 25 years in college basketball. And if you watch them, it's very real. They just mismatch hunt. They've got 5 pro-level basketball players on the court at all times with great positional size, skill, passing, shooting everywhere. Unless you've got a real plan and real athletes defensively, you just can't cover all 5 areas of the court against Illinois. They will find the mismatch and pick it to death. The good news for them is Wisconsin does not provide much resistance defensively at all. This team is 40th in the country overall, 59th best defense in the sport, and trending in the wrong direction. They're small. They've got athletes, but they don't have the size to keep up, and they certainly don't have the interior defense. This is an Illinois team that went toe-to-toe with Michigan State at the Breslin Center over the weekend. Ultimately, a 2 for 16 shooting night from their star freshman Keaton Wagler is why they couldn't win that game outright. I was really impressed with what they did. If he bounces back at all against a really friendly matchup for him at home here, I think Illinois should run away with this one. 10.5 feels like a big number. Wisconsin spots teams 10 points in the first 10 minutes of games all the time. Illinois can run away with this one if they play well. And then last but not least, we've got an ACC matchup here. We're going to take North Carolina on the money line against Miami. Now, this is your traditional letdown spot. That's the fear. But I think the price of the spot is baked in here, and it's almost offering up North Carolina when they should be maybe 3-point favorites, almost at a pick'em valuation here against a team they're just flat out better than. Carolina just had the emotional comeback win over Duke. As long as their heads are on straight and they've shaken off the hangover, if you will, they're just better than Miami. And Miami has struggled against the good teams that they've played this year. You think back to losses to Florida, aforementioned BYU, and Clemson. They haven't beaten a top 60 team this season. That's even more drastic than BYU. It's just a caliber difference. They kind of beat up on cupcakes and they can't hang against good teams. Carolina has a great front court that will really be a tough matchup for Malik Renew, Miami's lead scorer. I think as long as they can avoid foul trouble to Vesar and Wilson in the front court, this should be a game for Carolina to maybe stamp the Duke win and announce to everybody that wasn't a fluke. This is a team that's here to compete in the ACC. Added to the card, that's our third and final play. It's Baylor plus 3.5, Illinois minus 10.5, and North Carolina to win on the money line.
Great card, Greg. Really love your insights on it. All sounds like really good stuff. Matchups that hopefully you and the model have dialed in on here. One question, though. How can you so confidently reference the Ken Palm rankings after Doug Gottlieb said they're absolutely terrible. You don't think the 240th ranked team in the world, in the nation, has a better idea of what those rankings mean than you?
Listen, Dave, something tells me Doug Gottlieb isn't a Dimers Pro subscriber either, and I think that might explain a lot about how his career's going.
Yeah, you might get some insights on how to use his team if he used Dimers Pro, if we even bothered to have projections for his sorry franchise.
You know what? Send it to the powers that be. For March, can we run a Dimers Pro special offer for an extra 5% off with promo code Gottlieb? We can I think that'd be a great idea, Dave.
For him only.
Just for him. He's the only
Yeah.
one. Oh, good Lord. All right. If you like this edition of College Corner, reminder, we do this all the time. And now that we are past the NFL season, we're really going to see things ramp up here for college basketball with multiple episodes of this show every single week. You can expect multiple renditions of College Corner. And if you enjoy this, throw us a like. Please subscribe to the pod so that you can get these notifications when episodes drop. Anytime we do a College Corner or really any sport we're doing outside of NFL now, a lot of our insights apply to games that happen later tonight by the time this episode comes out. So those notifications have become even more important than they were when you listen to the show in NFL season.